What is up, all you third gamers? Welcome back to Pt.2. Now, when we last left off, we started running around my island, showing things off, and I brought us over to the pier, where I ended. I caught a butterfly in the meantime. So, yeah, now we're going to go, and we're actually going to go into the town hall, the resident center. Oh, man. Oh, wait, I don't actually have a thing. Okay, goodbye. It's fine. Just ignore it. In here is Tom, Nook, and Isabel. Used to be a tent. It starts out as a tent. And, oh, I actually haven't been in here in a minute. Okay, well, hello there. It does. It does have a basement now. You're going to tell me how much money I owe you. I owe you 2.5 million bells. That's insane. Wow. But he doesn't charge interest, or, you know, he's not a loan shark. So I guess in that sense, it's okay that his rates are super high. Anyway, he is in charge of the construction. I believe I can get him to talk about it if I just sit here. Yes, construction consultation counter. Here we can talk about my home if I want to customize it or move it. We can talk about infrastructure, if I want to build a bridge, or if I want to move a resident or move a building. Of course, all these things cost money. So, and that was all. I was just showing you off to the internet, Tom Nook, even though you're already well known. And then, of course, you've got our little recycling bin here, or lost item bin. Isabel, you can talk to her. She is in charge of basically just island well-being. We can change the island tune, we can change the island's flag, we can talk about a resident, we can talk about evaluations of the island and your ranking of the island on a star system of 1 to 5. We're currently a 3. Although we're working on it. This is like our ATM, but you can do pretty much everything with it, including keeping track of the Nook miles that you earn for doing stuff and that you can use to purchase select items. And this is my flag, which again fits with the theme of my island, that the island's name is Pt.2. That is the emblem of the Cardassian Union from Star Trek. My wife was very kind enough to make that for us. So, keeping with going left first, we're going to hop over this little bit of water, past my pretty flowers. We're going to come in here to the Able Sisters shop. This is where you can get clothing. They make clothing, patterns for clothing, hats, shoes. They've got stuff on the mannequins you can straight up buy. This is custom designs that you can buy. You can make your own designs. But you can also come over here and you can go into the fitting area, which will allow you to then browse what's available for today, and you can buy specific stuff, look and see what it looks like on you. They don't actually really have much I'm interested in today. I've already been in here earlier. So, but I mean, socks, glasses, shoes, accessories, everything that you could really want, and it changes on the day. So, and then we'll just press B and come on out of that. Yeah, I already paid you guys for my glasses this morning, so I'll see you guys later. So that is the Able Sisters shop. They were not here when the island started. It's all a progression system. And then we're gonna hop back over here. Watcha! And we're going to come into Nook's Cranny. These are Tom and... This is Tom Nook's nephews? Pretty sure they're nephews? They started out in their own little shack as well, once you got the shop unlocked, where they only sold a handful of things. But here you can buy specific items. These are usually more expensive items, and once you buy them, you've got them. They're rare, quote unquote. And then they've got items here that are not as rare that you can also purchase. You can then also come to this cabinet. This is where you can buy fishing rods, nets, shovels, watering cans. I'm going to go ahead and buy one of these flimsy ones. Yep. You can buy slingshots. I'm going to buy one of those too. You can buy axes. They've got umbrellas. Oh, look at that, a panda umbrella. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to send that to somebody. You can buy medicine, which you need if you get stung by wasps, party poppers. You can buy flower seeds, saplings, customization kits, wrapping paper. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. And then you can also buy wallpapers and flooring. So eventually I will get stuff for my house and probably show it off in a later video. So anyway, thank you, Timmy Tommy. I can never remember which one's which, so I always say their name in conjunction, all as one word, Timmy Tommy. Like that. Oh, and I forgot last video to show off. This is the campsite. If you have a resident from a different island coming to visit, popping in, a tent will pop up here, and you can come talk to them, and sometimes they will be interested in staying on your island. But like I said, I'm very attached to my residents, and gotcha. Got myself a dragonfly. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm very attached to my residents. I don't want them to leave, and I don't want to replace them. But here we go, more of my flower obsession. This side over here, I can change the camera so you see it a little better. Ooh, I got a black rose. This side over here is undeveloped and is reserved right now for trees and flowers. That's literally it, just trees and flowers. I also am trying to maintain a certain level of the natural theme for my island. So like my ramp here, which is a construction thing that you can have Tom Nook put in for you, that you have to pay for. All the ramps I've used are the natural ramps, so it's the dirt, the grass, and then just these stones. And up here, I have the wood bridge that connects over this river. And then that's the extent of my bridges. Now down there, obviously, is pathways and brick bridges. But up here, it's not that. It's flowers, it's trees, and you can't run through them or you'll tear them up. So we're gonna start by going this way. This is the spot where you can access my little secret beach. Red shows up there, and he has artwork that you can buy to donate to the museum, which I will show off in this video. But I just have more flowers. I've got some little workbenches scattered throughout the island. I also have a hatred for weeds, which is why you don't see any except that one that I just picked up. And then over here is a collection of fancy buildings. I got these out of balloons, I'm pretty sure. Unless I think I bought that one. And I built this little shrine. I thought it would be neat to have these up here on their own little brick structure with a little bit of room should I ever get any more. A little bit of like an international tourist attraction, I guess. And then our little windmill here powering the island. Yes, the one windmill is sufficient. No need to go crazy. Although I may put other things up here. But like I said, it's not super developed on these plateaus, but I have room to expand later. And actually, Pango used to live here, right here where I'm standing, but I had her moved. I put her up here when she first came to the island just because I was trying to save some spots somewhere else, and then I changed my mind. Here is my second pond that came natural to the island. You can catch only certain fish in ponds, certain fish in rivers, and certain fish in the ocean, obviously. And then this pond I made myself using the terrain editor. And you can see more flowers. And yes, I'm stopping to pick up these tree branches because they're used for like all sorts of things. Oh, and that is a fossil. Again, going to the museum, which we will get to momentarily. This is my second little waterfall and river. The only thing on that side is more flowers. But you can hop over said river with this vaulting stick, which was the only way to get across for a small portion of the beginning game, because you didn't have access to bridges. But boy, oh boy, once I got access to bridges, that was swell. Super, super swell. And then up here, we're going to go this way first. This is the top of that waterfall with more flowers. My attempts over here to make another connector to the ocean, and then found out you can't actually do anything past the little rocky shoreline there that transitions between the grass and the sand. But then this is like my little playground area. We've got ourselves a little basketball court and basketball goal. Got us a little climbing gym. So, you know, like I said, up here it's not as developed as down there, and in fact most of this stuff is pretty recent. I had been just keeping things very all natural. I didn't really have pathways until, like I said, recently. Hey! Perfect timing. Oh, you're giving me a jockey uniform? Well, thank you. That's mighty kind of you. Oh, you're okay with me selling the thing you give me? Normally I put those things inside my house storage system. And that's really it. Let's see, so we didn't get into Paula's house. She's still wandering around. We saw Eric's house and my house. Let's see, we couldn't get into Peggy or Rhonda's house because neither one of them were home. Yes, and she's still not home. Oh, no, she's not home. Okay, that's fine. We'll see them eventually, I suppose. Boomer's obviously not home. Because we just saw him standing there. So, yeah. But I do enjoy that there's nothing... Hey, Paula. What's the word? I know. Super hyped, yep. Ready to go take a nap. You enjoy that donut. I've actually lost my train of thought. I have no idea what I was going to say at that point. There is a way to check to see who's home, and it is if the chimney is giving off smoke, I believe, is a good way to tell if anyone's home. It doesn't look like anybody's home. They're all wandering around the island somewhere. Eric just likes to sit under trees, and Peggy just wanders around. Yeah, I can see Curly's homes and there's smoke. So we'll pop in here. This is the museum. I'm probably not going to show off the current collection yet, just to talk about this for a second. This is Blathers. He runs the museum. We've got bugs on one side, fish on the other. We have artwork up top, which is part of an update and an expansion to the museum. And down below we have fossils. And then if we come over here to our fancy handy-dandy phone, we actually have a Critterpedia. This keeps track of the bugs I have caught. And these are the ones so far that I have. That one's blank, which is interesting. You can catch them and sell them, but you need to catch them and turn them into the museum before you sell them. So we can see that I have caught and turned in everything. I think I don't have any scorpion, which is these tarantulas, man, they're evil. The scorpions are not much better. That are available now. There's also a beetle that is like the jewel beetle, the citrus beetle, and the violin beetle. They spawn on stumps. I haven't found that one yet. And these are my fish that I have caught and donated. And it's a pretty neat list. Unfortunately, and I'm finding that this is a difficult part, is that unfortunately there's no list for fossils or artwork for that matter. So it's difficult to keep track of all of that. We'll talk to Blathers, who's currently asleep because he's an owl, and owls are nocturnal most of the time. Oh dear, pardon me. Yes. I don't know why I'm giving you a voice. I didn't give anybody else a voice. And with him, you can make a donation if you have a new item that hasn't been given to the museum yet. He also assesses fossils, which I have one on my person. So we will have him look at it right now. And he will tell us if it can go into the collection or not. And he's really excited. And I don't think... No. Nope. Yeah. That's what I thought. I already have that one. I'm at a point now where I'm only missing like one or two. And it's very difficult to find them all. So anyway, you can also tell me about this. He'll tell you about certain things. He loves to collect fish and fossils, but he hates the bugs. Hates them. Hates them with a passion. He freaks out if you give him a bug. I usually try, if I have a new bug, I try to give it to him while also having a fossil or a fish with me. That way he doesn't freak out. So, Pietro is not home. Paula is not home. None of these people are going home. Come on, guys, go home. So I can show off your houses. I mean, it is in the middle of the day, so I suppose it makes sense that they wouldn't be home. Yeah. I don't know why I looked at that. Peggy was right there. I just walked past her. So yeah, this is my little beach, I guess. You know, let's go ahead and catch that fish while we're standing here. And got it. I do enjoy fishing. It's a squid. You're not worth a whole lot of money, Mr. Squid, but I will still sell you to try and pay down my loan to Tom Nook, since he owns my soul. Oh, we have another fish we could catch real quick while we've got the last little bit of the video. Maybe. There you go. Maybe. Yes. And, sea bass. With a terrible joke. I despise sea bass. You think you're getting something good when it turns out to be a sea bass. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. In the next video, probably going to be a little shorter, but we're going to go and I'm going to show off my collection in the museum up to this point. And again, it's something that you progressively move through. So, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and want to see more, consider subscribing. Leave a thumbs up on the video. That's a huge help. And I'll see you next time for more Animal Crossing Terok Nor.